All right, we are live. Hello, 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 everyone. Hope we all are doing okay today. How's your day going? Where are you from? Let me know in the comments, please. I would love to meet you for the first time if you've never been on here. If you are joining us for a stream and you've been on our streams and you've been watching our YouTube videos, then welcome back, my friend. So glad to have you with us. We're going to continue in our stream of just kind of hanging out and playing some Skyrim. The last stream we did, we got through Bleak Falls Barrow and discovered our first shout, our word of power. And now I have to go turn in that quest and hunt my first dragon. So that's what we're hoping to achieve today within about an hour. We'll see if we can do that. So let me... good to see you, everyone. Josh, Matthew, Zeke. So great to see you guys on here. Zeke, hope you're having a good, productive day, and I hope I'm not encouraging any procrastination. Maybe. That's okay. It's okay if I am. Let's see. I'm trying to get comfortable wearing these headphones. They are warm. It is warm here. Make sure my hat doesn't look too goofy. Have a little fan going. Hopefully that is not too bad. Hey Austin, hey Shu, good to see you guys. No, this is not my first Skyrim playthrough, Shu. One of many. I haven't played it in forever. I did our first stream of it a few days ago now, but just going to continue on here. I want to get better at streaming and playing games and then talking to you guys as I do that. So this is one of our several attempts at that, and I just let's see here. So because I'm OCD, I want to switch my screen or switch my camera to where I'm looking at the video feed. I wouldn't say I'm OCD. I know people have like legitimate issues with that, so I don't want to make light of that. But I sometimes pay attention to detail, and sometimes things like that bother me. So there we go. Yeah, Zeke, you said you are procrastinating. Totally telling my boss it's your fault. I couldn't last stream. I was in a meeting. Okay, yeah, that's fair. I'll take that. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that makes sense too. If I'm responding to chat, I'm not. That's something I need to get better at. I'm not always great at that. Let's see. And so, if you don't know, if you're new with us, we have an Xbox Club. Did you know that Xbox had clubs? They are what seems to be Discord light alternatives. And so let me just kind of do this on my, I'm going to go to my home screen real quick, see if that signal pops back up. There it is. Okay. So, and they actually, if you got the new Xbox update, they just updated this. So if you saw my video today or one of my last couple videos, I did like a little screen capture of this. This is brand new. So, so you can scroll, or I think they're doing it to where you don't have to scroll as much now. So just go to your friends community, wherever that is. I have that right here on kind of my top row. I think also you can just go down just a little bit, and there's your friends and community as well. And clubs on Xbox right there at the top. Once you get there, you can do that, and then go over here to find a club, and you can search for Starfield. Where am I now? And we should be, there's several on there actually, but not many with very many people on there. So go down just a little bit and you'll see our logo there, the one with the yellow signal going up. Aha, the logo makes sense. Maybe you didn't realize that. But just go there and then request an invite. And it's the strangest thing. I wish they would just let you come in. But request an invite, and then that request allows me to invite you, not just accept your invite. Anyways, invitation request and recommendation. So I just go to invite all. I don't even look who's there. But so it's a very delicate screening process. Only the top tier Xbox fans. That's not true. But yeah, we'd absolutely love to have you. Come back into Skyrim here. Hopefully that signal will come back up. Yeah, all right. So a lot of these streams have been kind of just to test out technical things, and you know, every single stream I find something else that goes just a little bit wrong. And so this helps me try to be prepared for whenever Starfield comes out. Then we can actually have fun together and not have to worry about all this technical stuff. Lots of people have been asking me if I'm going to stream on launch day for Starfield. I haven't decided yet. You know, I'm kind of torn between, like, one, I just want to enjoy the game, but also I want to stream it with you guys, but then also I want to play it to kind of build content, and I'm not sure if that is going to require kind of, you know, just a different thought process with that. Anyway, so I'm learning. So thank you guys for coming along the journey with me. I appreciate it. Ragnarok, good to see you on here. I enjoyed having you on the stream the other day. Thanks for coming back. I'm glad it wasn't too horrific. Matthew Minendorf, good to see you on here. Fred, see, where's my guy? Here he is. They're still in here. Fred Big, good to see you on here. Where did I get this hat? This is a custom-made hat. It's kind of a mesh sports hat with an embroidered Starfield Signal logo. But you can go to the Signal store right now and get a similar hat. These are pretty high quality, especially with the embroidery. But as you can imagine, that just takes a lot of time, lots of kind of very manual process. But you can get one, I think it's screen printed on the hat, which I'm getting reports that those are very high quality as well. So anyway, just on my YouTube channel, just go to Starfield Signal, then go to the store tab, and just click on anything there, and it'll take you to our store. And you can find a white, I think we have a white hat and a black version of this. And there's like the trucker hat version as well, kind of more of like a wire mesh in the back, and the flat tip, not tip, the flat bill. That if that's your vibe, you can enjoy that. Thanks for the support. Josh Herndon said, haven't been able to enjoy any games lately because I'm ready for Starfield to be here. I totally get that. Yeah, you're like so focused on something else. Like even when sometimes I start, I'll like, okay, I'm just gonna chill out for a bit. I put in a hard day's work. I'll start playing something and I'll just be like, it's not Starfield. Or man, I'm still thinking about content, or I'm still thinking about Starfield.
You'll have to see the Jarl about that. Maybe his steward.
Say hello to me in the chat. Talk to you, Rabbi Henriksen. Good to see you, my friend. Glad to have you on a PC Club for you, Zeke. Awesome. And some other console I cannot talk about. Nice.
Your information was correct after all. And we have our friend here to thank for
now. I think I remember you're in software development, Zeke. So that may be more than just a joke. Maybe you are working on some sort of top secret console that we don't know about yet. That is unmarketed. The what was it called? The Yuya, the Oya. Do you guys remember that console I'm talking about? I think they were kind of famous for maybe being at E3, but they like rented out a parking lot across the street. Am I remembering that correctly? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Let me know in the chat. Through global release time, you can get some private time in on the 31st, and then maybe show some stuff on the 1st. That's true. Yeah, if like there's some sort of what do they call that, embargo on streaming or anything like that, it can maybe just kind of get into the first couple hours That way I halfway know what I'm doing. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I can't steal any of this stuff yet. All right. I'll come over here and talk to this guy. My first live stream with you, John. Thank you. Thanks for coming.
For some food and rest.
Jarl Balgroof the Greater.
Better gather some guardsmen and get down.
Really enjoying the content so far. Keep it up. Thank you, Matthew. I appreciate it. I hope to. I'm trying. I try to come up with kind of a fresh perspective and
There's no time to stand on
new
ceremony,
ideas
my friend.
to,
I need your help
you
again.
know, to keep
I
it
want you
fresh.
To go with Irileth and
Keep it
help
fun.
her fight this dragon.
Captain
You
Brooks said
survived
I'm not
Helgen,
playing
so
any
you
single
have more
games until
experience with
Starfield.
dragons
That's
than
fair.
anyone
That's
else
fair.
here. But I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the dragon stone.
Are you going to
from
be
foreign
playing
god.
Baldur's Gate 3? Fred
As a
asked.
token of my esteem.
Probably
I have
not. Not
instructed
because
Adonichi
I don't
that you are
necessarily
not
want
permitted
to.
purchase
I have a
property in the city.
feeling that
Please,
come
accept this
August,
gift from my
which is just
personal
next week,
armory.
guys. Whew. I mean,
Come along. I
this
would
is
very
crazy.
much like to see this dragon.
Let's do it.
No.
Okay, we're gonna get to this. We're gonna hunt this dragon quick.
I need you here working on
Let's see. Can I take this without it? Yeah, without it being
defend the
stolen.
city against these dragons.
Aren't there some weapons
you command.
around
One last thing
that I
Irileth.
can help myself
This
to?
isn't a death or glory mission.
I
need
forget.
to
It's
know
been
what we're dealing with.
forever.
Don't worry, my lord. I'm the very soul of caution.
Maybe over here. Nope. Sure isn't. So yeah, I probably won't get into Baldur's Gate 3 just because it's only a month before Starfield comes out. I want to try to be pretty steady with my content leading up to launch, just to kind of be top of mind for everyone as far as content is concerned and the YouTube algorithm and all that stuff, and hopefully continue to grow. I have a goal to hit 25,000 subscribers on YouTube by launch date. We're at 23,400 right now, I think, which just sounds absolutely crazy. I started this channel in January and had no clue that it would become this big, but it's been very encouraging, very good for my mental health to kind of put my creative energies into something that like I really enjoy, and it's also kind of scratched this itch I have to start new businesses, which I don't know if that's an itch as much as it is maybe a problem. Just need to kind of commit to something. But I own several businesses, and they're not like, Fortune 500 businesses by any means. They're just kind of small, solo entrepreneur kind of stuff. But they make money for me whenever I'm sitting here talking about video games for you guys. So that's cool. Anyway, so lots to do before Starfield comes out. So, and Baldur's Gate 3 seems to be kind of like one of those games like Starfield where, man, you just kind of, you can pour yourself into it as much as you want to give, it can take. And I would love for that to be, maybe something I start to play kind of in between my Starfield plays, like as, maybe around February or March after kind of the content rush slows down. I don't know. This is the first time I've ever done YouTube with a launch with a game launching. So we're figuring it all out. Thank you guys for kind of just being with me on the journey. Let's stop and check chat real quick. Okay, yes, the Oya. Okay, you remember that? Yeah, totally died. John, wow, welcome to membership, my friend. Thank you so much for supporting. I appreciate that. That's right. Welcome to the Constellation Icon Club. 1440 30p. The stream seems solid. Awesome. Yeah. Thank you for saying that, Zeke. I think what you're seeing, I know YouTube may be streaming it at 1440. But I actually had to put my game capture down to 1080 because it was stuttering really bad, and that was kind of a new thing for me. Again, some sort of technical issue every single time. So I changed it to 1080. It seems to be running smoothly for the most part. So I'm glad that it's looking okay on your end as well. So audio balance still pretty good as far as hearing whatever's happening in the game and whatever I'm babbling on about. Probably, yeah. As long as it looks good, it's all that matters. For just recording gameplay, when it comes to Starfield, I plan to capture in 4K 30 on console. All right. Oh, they actually stopped back here.
I know it looks bad. We've got to figure out what happened.
Malice said, I can't believe you are only at 23,000 subs. When Starfield drops, I think you'll blow up. Thank you. I appreciate that. Now, do you mean you can't believe I'm only at 23,000 subs, like I should be more since starting the channel in January? Or just that the channel's so good? Hopefully it's the second one. How many hours have I put into Skyrim? Total, I have no idea. You know, I got it on 360 when... Is that right? It launched on 2011? Yeah, on 360. And so that's where I played it the most. And a few years ago, I got it on PC to kind of like try out mods, and I think I have a few mods running right now, but I'm not a big... I think if I would have got into Skyrim, like, and mods would have already been a thing, like, I just would have started with it, and I would have been more... Not comfortable. Comfortable is not the right word, but like... have more of an affinity maybe for mods, but yeah, I just love the vanilla game. Like, it's fine. All right, where'd you go? Whoa, there it is. Here's our first dragon, guys. This is such an epic scripted moment. Let's go. All right. Oh, smash it in the head. Got a few good hits there on Mjolnir. Where'd he go? Sorry if this is making you guys motion sickness. Oh, my health. Hold on. I wasn't even watching my health. Oh, gosh. I will most likely die. Let's see. It's... Oh, struggling with the signal. Give me just a second. Whenever that happens, I have to change something on my TV. Just a second. There we go. Got it back. All right. Nope. And I died. Of course, I forgot that I was in the middle of trying to take a potion whenever the signal went out. Nice. Okay, get rid of this stuff. Oh, back to town. Okay. We'll try again. I will try to not be as reckless this time. Hopefully y'all had a good laugh there. Malison, as in you deserve it. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for that. I'm trying to do to kind of improve on. It's a balancing thing, right? Like, you want to improve on your quality. You want to take time to make, smart, thoughtful content, and not just kind of regurgitate whatever other creators are doing or what the news outlets are putting out. And there's a time and there's a place for that. I think I don't judge or condemn any other YouTubers for doing that. But as far as kind of the DNA and the vibe and kind of the expectations of my channel, I don't want it to be just like, oh, I like the way this guy talks, but he's telling me the same thing 10 other people are. I'll take what I can get for sure, but I want to be a little bit more thoughtful, have a different perspective, So it's hard. It's hard to do that. It takes a lot of energy. The Epic Gold, hello, welcome, my friend. See, music is still fire in Skyrim. Yes, you know, that's one thing I'll admit to. I am not expecting to like Starfield's music more than Skyrim's. I think it's going to be great for sure, but I don't think I'm going to like it better. There's just something about how you know the music meshes so well with Skyrim's environment and the themes and the action. I think it's going to be great in Starfield, but there's something about Skyrim that I just love. All right, I'm here at the mark. Are they coming? Did I leave them behind? Maybe it glitched out. Hello, Skull Muncher. What's this channel? Just got here. Well, if you just got here, hi, nice to meet you. I'm Luke with Starfield Signal. We are a channel that is all about Starfield, and obviously I'm not streaming Starfield right now. I'm streaming Skyrim, mainly to practice, get all the technical bugs worked out before Starfield actually gets here. And then also, like, I do not have very good streaming skills because this is kind of my first foray into this thing. So we're just kind of doing this to build those streaming muscles and to hang out and to chat about Starfield if you want to. So welcome, my friend. Let's see. The Epic Gold said you've been here since 900 subs. Oh, cool. So that was pretty early on then, because the first weekend. So I'm just going to load. I'm going to have to reload this because it was kind of, I think that quest glitched out or bugged out or something. They weren't there. Earless slept in. That's right. Quality is just improving, but don't overstress it. Thank you. You're right. Your channel is more quality focused, but just be careful to not overdo it like other creators. Don't overdo it in quality, or like don't be too much to handle. Is that what you mean? Like give it room to breathe. Ragnarok said, you know, streamers that have been doing it longer who do a worse job. You interact with chat very well. Well, thank you. That's honestly very encouraging. I'm not a big streamer watcher, to be honest. I would much rather like watch as opposed to a let's play. I'd love to watch speedruns. Those are a lot of fun. Especially, I really got into it when Sekiro came out. And, I mean, if you play that game, it was so hard. It was so hard. And to watch people just completely just cut through that game. And not just like the bugs and the glitches and all that stuff, but just completely cut through the enemies and know all these little tricks and just be so perceptive of what was going on and so distinguished in kind of the combat and the mechanics of it all. It was a marvel to see, and so I'm excited to see how people do that with Starfield as well. I wouldn't encourage speedrunning through Starfield. I think Starfield is going to have, you know, a very specific tone and pace and vibe that, you know, that is part of the experience of the game. And so I don't think it would do you any good to kind of race to the finish. I think the story's going to be good. I know Bethesda gets a lot of junk sometimes about like their main story. I think it's fine. You know, like I don't know what people are expecting. I mean, everything can't be a Witcher 3. You know, everything can't be a KOTOR 1. So you just kind of take what you can get and just enjoy the games for what they are, and I think it'll be good. Epic Gold said, found you via a Reddit post, a link to one of your first videos. Oh, cool. Yeah, yeah, that first video blew up for sure. I posted that on a Wednesday, I think, and Saturday night. This is kind of a weird story. Saturday night, I changed the thumbnail. I don't know if that had anything to do with it or not. I would like to think, because it was a much better thumbnail than what I originally made. And I think that, compared with maybe YouTube kind of just testing out, this new content, I think it kind of does that in pulses from what I've seen. It'll, just throw out impressions kind of against the wall just to see what sticks. And evidently that stuck, and they kept throwing it out. I got over maybe like 50,000 views on that first video, like that night from Saturday to Sunday. And that I had I think one other video out at that point, maybe two. And so it's just wild that happened. And there was a part of me, okay, are we going? There we go. There was a part of me that thought, oh man, this is a fluke, this is kind of a one-time thing, and people aren't gonna keep watching. But what is she doing? But I just kind of assumed, okay, well, I'm going to try to do my best to kind of honor this luck that I got. I was very, very lucky and kept trying to put out good content and quality content, and it seems like it's paying off. So I'll keep making it if you guys keep watching. All right. All right. Corey A talked about the Starfield Compendium. I have not read through that. I downloaded that, or like saved it to my Google Drive to read on a plane ride one time when I was heading to LA, actually, for the Game Awards back in December, and kind of looked through it. And at that point, like, I had been kind of really excited for everything. Or no, see, it wasn't December, because that didn't come out at that point. I think it was March. Maybe I was heading to Florida. Heading to Florida for a job, I think. And anyway, this is how old people talk. They start a story, then they confuse themselves. So anyway, I looked through it, and it was, I didn't see anything new, and that's not like a brag or anything. I just, at that point, I'd just been so into Starfield that it really wasn't worth my time at that point to scour through that and find every little hidden detail. But I think it is so cool that person put it together. Okay, I want to try not actually. Let's do a quick save since we're here in the middle of battle, and that way if he gets us again. No! Oh, I'm on fire. They're getting him with those arrows. Look at all that blood. All right. Smash. Smash. Oh, no. Back away. Back away. It's been forever since I played this, so please forgive me for looking like an absolute noob. Did we get him? All right. We got him, guys. Dragon Slayer. How appropriate. What's up to you? Good to see you on the stream. Ragnarok said you're excited about the procedural generation. Cool. Seen some amazing stuff. Yeah, I think I mean, that's pretty much what my first video was about, right? Like the procedural generation. I think it's going to be a good thing. I mean, you know, there's going to be so much handcrafted content. It's like, I don't know of a good analogy, but it's like we're getting more Starfield, we're getting more Bethesda, we're getting more game, more value for a buck, plenty of handcrafted stuff. Like, people just need to stop complaining, for sure.
That's what you did.
Let's see, a Twitter user made a thread with all creatures shown so far on Starfield, and it's incredible how many there are. Yeah, very cool. I think I've seen a few YouTube videos about that as well. Like how you don't scream every 2 seconds, excited to watch more. Yeah, I'm not a very sensational person. I mean, I get, I think, appropriately excited when cool things happen, like killing a dragon, but everything's not like a, oh my gosh, try to make, you know, some sort of TikTok out of it. Whew. Okay.
There's only one way to
And
find
yes,
out.
Starfield
Try
Signal
to
is
shout.
on TikTok.
That would prove
I put up my little shorts
to the
on
old
there that
legends,
are
only
completely
the Dragonborn
recycled from
can
long
shout
form
without
content.
training,
So if you
the
like
way the
shorts
dragons do.
and you don't like long form content, there's still a little something there for you with Starfield
right.
Signal,
My grandfather
but
used to tell stories
nothing
about the Dragonborn.
nothing
Those
new
born with the dragon
on
blood.
shorts.
Like old Tiberseptic himself.
I've never heard
Playing
of
on
Tiberseptic
Series X.
killing any dragons.
There weren't any dragons then, idiot. They're just coming back now for the first time in forever.
Forever.
Old tales tell of the Dragonborn who could kill dragons and steal their power. You must be one.
What do you say, Irleth? You're being awfully quiet. Come on, Irleth. Tell us. Do you believe in this Dragonborn business?
Some of you would be better off keeping quiet than flapping your gums on matters you don't know anything about. Here's a dead dragon.
She said
and
it.
that's something I definitely understand. Now we know we can kill them. But I don't...
Let's see. And of course, my carry weight is already through the roof. Can't get any dragon bones because, let's see, what can I... I'll go ahead and pick them up. Let's see, what can I put down? Battle axe. No, that's not what I meant to do. What did I... Let's see. What did I have? I think I had my Warhammer. I want to... Let's see. How do I store it? Aha! Alright. I definitely want to keep that. I'll sell that guy. I should have sold this stuff before I left town. Serves me right. Okay.
Need some mythical dragonborn.
Under,
Someone who
under
can put
carry
down
capacity.
a dragon is more than enough for me.
I hope
You won't
that...
understand, Housecar. You ain't a norm.
I've been all
I hope
across
the
Tamriel.
Starfield
I've seen
doesn't
plenty of
limit
things
you
just
as much as I feel like
outlandish
Skyrim
as
did. For those who
I'd
don't
advise
know,
you all
I am
trust in the
not
strength of your
a
sword over tales and
a
legends.
big Fallout guy.
really are
I played
Dragonborn,
3,
like
I
others
played
old
4. I
tales.
think I
You ought to be
completed
able to
3's main mission.
Have you tried?
Did not, and 4 just kind of bounced off of that after maybe a couple of weeks of playing back in 2015, whenever that came out. Okay,
Tried to shout.
let's see. Can I assign my shouts just yet? I still have Unrelenting Force. Cool. I'll just favorite it. Yes.
Must be. Really are Dragonborn then.
Sweet. So I'm not. That said, I'm not that familiar with Fallout 4's mechanics and the things they did different in that. What is coming from Fallout 4 into Starfield? So if I ever say something like, "Ooh, this looks new," or "I like how they did this," and you're like, "It's the exact same thing that Fallout 4 did," that's why I don't know. It's because I didn't play Fallout 4 that much, and that was 8 years ago at this point. You have over 6,000 hours on Fallout 4, Tom. That is epic, man. Good for you. I forgot about that. That is so cool. That is so cool. All right. Still their power. All right. Fallout New Vegas has some really good gameplay with and without mods. I remember being, again, I played Fallout 3, and I remember being very confused whenever Fallout New Vegas came out, because like I was like, oh, is this an expansion for Fallout 3? I was very confused, and so I never played it. Zeke said, I notice when I came to a new settlement in Fallout 4, I hear the same sound and see the animation just like Starfield. The old man yelling at you is cool. Yes, yes it is. Epic Goat asks, why did I decide to start this YouTube channel? Like I mentioned earlier, I went to the Game Awards back in December with my younger brother, and both of us have been gamers pretty much all of our lives. We have an older brother as well, and so I'm the middle one, so you can just imagine how much therapy I've had. But me and my younger brother and I, we absolutely love video games, and he's a bit more of what I might call like a, I don't know, a hardcore gamer. Like he loves multiplayer and kind of does guilds and has led guilds before and really gets into it. I'm more of kind of the single player Skyrim, Starfield, RPG, story driven, Witcher 3, those kind of games. Absolutely love them. I love to get lost in a good story. I love the nature of storytelling and kind of the science and the psychology behind it. It's kind of why I got into cinematography as well, which is kind of what my background is. So anyway, went to the Game Awards with him back in December and just kind of realized, like, man, I love video games. I love the art form of it. I love just the business of video games. And what I mean by that is video games are one of the only industries where you get such an immediate and intimate feedback loop with, from creator to consumer. Think about movies, right? Like if a movie launches and it doesn't do well, people don't go see it, and the studio either says, okay, well, let's make another one, but let's change some things, or no, let's not make another one. They don't go back in and redo the movie, right? But then you think about, kind of the famous example is Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn.
You're finally here.
People just didn't respond to that, and so they just kind of went back in and said, okay, we're gonna destroy this world, and we're gonna start it over again, and it's a great game now. We have patches now and all this stuff. But even that, like, whenever the industry does something that consumers don't like, right, and we vote with our wallets, or we get loud on social media or at conferences, that feedback is heard and taken in. Think about loot boxes, right? They're nowhere near as big of an issue as they were back in 2018, 2019. So I just think the industry is really fascinating. So all of that, again, this is how old men talk. You ask us a question, we start telling you other stories. So with that, I just thought, you know what? I have a little bit of time. I kind of the early springtime, like February, March, is kind of a January, February, March, kind of a slow time for me. So I thought, I'm just going to try this. I'm very interested in Starfield. I'm going to try to making this content and see what happens. And it happened. And now here we are. So that's kind of the short and the long version all put together. Hope that was interesting.
Dragonborn. What do you know about the Dragonborn? So it's true.
So I'm kind of catching up on chat.
We're summoning
quick.
you.
I'm more interested in Starfield because it's a Bethesda game or because it's the space. Both. I've tried a lot of different space games, and for some reason I just kind of bounce off of them. I think because they require so much of the player as far as like the mechanics of it, and kind of they require a lot of hours. It's hard to just kind of dip your toe into Elite Dangerous or be a casual, player of Everspace or something like that. So I think one of the great things about Bethesda games is they're so accessible, just from the mechanics to how they kind of pull you into the world and story. It's very, very slow and methodical. And then they have those step-out moments, right? So I think a little bit of both. Zeke said New Vegas was made by Obsidian. Yep.
You heard the summons. What else could it mean? You've done a great service for me and my city, Dragonborn. By my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Whiterun.
David said it's a pretty solid bet for a channel, man. You're the main source of Starfield discussion for myself. Love your demeanor and in-depth look at the previews. Cool, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble.
So Broke Citizen said hello. Just found you recently. I can't wait for the game. I've been collecting the goodies. Just got the Constellation recent. Was hard. Best Buy kept selling out. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, congrats on getting that edition. Very exciting.
At least, not since Tiber Septim himself was summoned when he was still Talos.
I think there will be a level cap for Starfield.
Calm yourself.
I think there will be.
Have to do with our friend here? Capable as he may
I
be,
forget. Is
I
there
don't
a
see
level
any
cap
signs
in
of him being
Skyrim
this,
and
what,
in
dragon
Fallout? I honestly don't know.
Why?
I forget.
Puffed up, ignorant. These are
If there
sacred traditions
is,
that go back to the
it will
founding of the
be
First Empire.
so high that it's
Wrong,
not going
Don't
to
be so
limit
hard
your
on
ability
others.
to max out
I meant no
a stat
disrespect,
tree or a
of
skill
course.
tree, right? I think
It's
they
just
will
that
give you plenty
what
to
do these
work with.
Greybeards want with him?
That's the Greybeard's business, not ours. Whatever happened when you killed that dragon, it revealed something in you, and the Greybeards heard it.
Oh, Skull, you're at a
They
campground.
think you're
Cool, man.
Dragonborn.
Well, if
Will
you're just
lead
like
to us.
chilling right now, it's good to have you.
Better
But
get up to
please
High Hrothgar immediately.
don't let us
There is no
keep you
refusing
distracted
the
from
summons of
enjoying the great
Greybeards.
outdoors, man. Enjoy that.
Tremendous honor.
Since you
I
mentioned that, I'm gonna.
To
I
climb
have a thought.
7,000 steps again.
Just a
I
moment.
made the pilgrimage once. Did you know that? High Hrothgar is a very peaceful place. Very disconnected from the troubles of this world. I wonder that the Greybeards even notice what's going on down here. They haven't seemed to
Okay.
care before.
Skull Muncher. My
No
thought
matter.
that you
Go
reminded
to
me
High
of.
Hrothgar.
So
Learn what the Greybeards
lots of
can
people are
teach
asking,
you.
okay, what should I
Back
play
to business, Proventus.
to get ready for
Still have a city to
for
defend.
Starfield? And I think
Yes.
my answer is going to start being nothing, but here's what you should do. You should go on a hike. You should go camp. You should go for a safe walk underneath the stars at night. Go explore. Go on an adventure, a road trip, something. Because I think so much of what Starfield is going to be is, like, I think they're going to boil the whole game down to this feeling and this tone of exploration and adventure. I think so much of it is going to come back to that. And so I think to get the most out of Starfield, you need to go into it with that attitude and that perception, or excuse me, that perspective of enjoying an adventure and to explore something where you don't know what's going to be there, but you're just kind of along for the journey. So anyway, maybe a bit too thoughtful for YouTube, but that's what I'm thinking right now.
The Jarl has appointed me to be your house Carl. It's an honor to serve you. The Jarl has recognized you as a person of great importance in the Hold. A hero. The title of Thane is an honor. A gift for your service. Guards will know to look the other way if you tell them who
Zeke,
you are.
I really enjoyed Detroit Become Human. It's definitely its own kind of game, but if you're in it for the story, you will enjoy it. See, Broke Citizen asks, do you know what jump drives it will take to get through the systems? No, but one thing you could do, you'll probably be able to do this in-game, but if you're just curious about that kind of stuff, go, I don't know the link. I think it's a GitHub link. Starfield Navigator. Just Google Starfield Navigator star map, and you should be able to find it. Or if you can't find that, go into my videos and look for the Starfield map hacked, I think is maybe what it's called, or that's what the thumbnail is. But I do an interview with the creator of Starfield Navigator, which is kind of a web-based, it was desktop. I think he made it a web-based version now. But anyway, you can kind of go in, and he has all the galaxies mapped out that we know about, kind of how long it would take, how far apart they are, how many jumps it would take to get there. Very, very fascinating. If you like geeking out over that stuff, I think you will enjoy it. Yeah, Justin, so the Starfield merch, the thing that is kind of limited quantities that will be, we're not quite ready to launch it just yet, is the launch kit, and that is going to consist of of a headset and controller stand, plus a Series X, a console Series X case that you can put around it. So the reason I wanted to do a case is because I am freaking horrible at skins. If you've ever put a skin on anything, you know, you have to get it just right, and if you get it wrong, then you got to peel it back up, and then that part doesn't stick quite as well, and then there's just like a little tip on the edge that doesn't stick, and it starts to peel off, and oh man, that kind of stuff just bugs me to death, and I hate meticulous things like that. So that's the reason we made a case, a little bit more expensive, but I think it's going to be a better product for you guys. So anyway, those are going to be very limited quantities, and I hope to have more information about that by next week, because we're just a month out at that point. So we're working on it, but yes, stay tuned to the channel. But everything else, like what's on our store tab, on our YouTube store tab, all of those you should be able to get, you know, whatever sizes or whatever colors you need. What's my favorite game of all time? Let's see. Let me go through my inventory here real quick. Skyrim is up there. Skyrim, KOTOR 1. I'm sure there's another one up there. I love The Witcher 3. You know, these are kind of like just games that made an impact on me, right? All right. How much do I need to get rid of? There we go. Get rid of just enough. And oh, I could have given Lydia some of that. Hold on, Lydia, where'd you go? Come back here. Lydia.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like
Is that
the
her?
rest of the
There
great
she
warriors.
is. Follow me, please.
One of the new servants?
Honor to
Remember
you,
that I
my
like
Thane.
meat rare.
Lead the
Why,
way.
thank you. Oh man, she's ready. Like, oh, calm down. We're not in the
God
thick of
might
it right
get
now.
nervous. A man approaches with his weapon drawn.
You should be nervous. I'm freaking Dragonborn, man.
I'm right behind you.
All right. Could you need to
How can I
trade some
serve
things with
my
you,
Thane?
Mr. Stogies? What about you? What's some of your favorite games of all time? Goes for anyone else too who wants to share. Skyrim 2. Masriel, good to see you on the stream, my friend. Justin said, "Yeah, you remember the old 360 skin days?" Yeah, absolutely. I was watching a kind of funny, the XCast earlier, and somebody brought up the Blades menu. You remember that on the 360? I thought that was so clean and it looked so great, and they've just gone downhill since then. I hope somebody someday can do a modern version of that, of the Blades theme. All right, let's see. Let me give you something heavy. Iron battle axe. Here we go. All right, and follow me. All right, let's go sell some stuff.
Let me guess. Looking to do some hunting?
Do I play modded Skyrim? I have a few mods installed, and I forget which ones now. I think one is like the the unofficial patch, and one is maybe like a graphics one. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. I would be happy to play vanilla, and probably couldn't even tell you what the difference was.
Each of us, the future of Skyrim, the future of Tamriel.
Is there coming a Let's Play if Starfield comes out? Yes. Now what does... So I'll show my ignorance here. Let's Play, is that just streaming? Is that just streaming the game?
I spend a lot of time at the market stall so I can learn the merchant's trade. I need more experience.
Alright. The Starbuck mod in Skyrim? No, I don't remember that. Again, I'm not big into the modding
we've
scene.
got small weapon. Blades, helmets, pretty much anything.
Hey, Dragon Slayer. I don't know. I mentioned that at the beginning of the stream. I don't know if I will be streaming on launch day or not. Just to do like a quick little poll, is that something that you all would want to see, or are you going to be, head stuck in your own PC or your own Xbox playing anyway? Will that be something you would want to see on launch day? May do that instead. Okay, so Let's Play, that's more of kind of a structured, like, part 1, part 2, part 3, kind of a consistent playthrough of a game. I think I understand now. Thank you for that. I guess that's kind of what my plan is. So my plan is, as far as like Starfield content goes, I have a lot of ideas already kind of for, produced individual videos. Have some for, some short ones, kind of for some how-to, some tips and tricks, things like that. And again, these are just kind of like loosely based themes. Like, I haven't played the game, but I'm assuming, a video titled, best early game weapons would do well and would be helpful to people, right? Or best early game suit mods, or something like that. So things that people are going to be searching for, ways for people to find the channel. I'm going to be doing a lot of that content. But as far as streaming, what I had in my head, my plan was to have a character, have a build just for streaming, and so I wouldn't play on that character outside of streaming. So it kind of would be like a consistent, we all go on this journey together with this character. So I think that would be like a Let's Play. So yeah, that's what the idea is. Let's see. 7 is the hunting bow better, just a little bit better. All right, we'll sell you guys. Keep that shield for now. And let's see.
Good doing business with you.
Let me get what
I'm
you
right
got,
behind you.
Lydia. Broke Citizen said he'll be streaming. Awesome. Ragnarok, you said you don't mind kind of casually watching other streams while you're playing it. Okay, I hadn't even considered that. That's kind of cool. You know, it's interesting. This is me being an old man again, but I'm like finding new ways, or I'm discovering new ways that people enjoy content. For example, like the other day, or even myself as well. The other day, like I saw a video about the FTC case with Xbox, and I was like, "Ooh, that sounds interesting," or "Oh, there's an update," but like I didn't want to watch that person's video because I'd kind of watched them before, and like they're fine, but I didn't like their vibe as much as this other person I like to watch. And so I looked through his feed real quick, and he didn't have anything up, so I was like, okay, I guess I'll watch this other guy. So anyway, that was just like a new, like, oh, I bet other people have a similar process. Like they want to watch content, but they would prefer my content, or they might prefer someone else's content, or if they can't find someone else's content, maybe they would give me another shot. So anyway, that's probably more information than you were even asking about, but just a little thought I had. Yeah, I'm definitely, Justin, I'm definitely going to be doing some videos about the quickest way to make money in there, because I'm all about the economy. Absolutely. Okay, cool. Tremolo said just be playing the main faction stuff, but for all the other stuff you may tune in. Okay. Let's see. I want to trade some things with you.
I am sworn to carry your burdens.
Of course you are. All right. I'm going to take both of these and
let's get going, then.
Sell those.
Welcome to War Maiden. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
So, did anyone on our stream, do you guys remember Skyrim 2012? Does that name mean anything to you all? It was a video series done by the Grosjean brothers. It's really cool. Good feedback, guys. Thank you. Oh man, Tremolo. Yeah, it was so good. So just after we're gonna wrap up here pretty soon, because I need to go home, spend time with the family. But after we end our stream, I'm gonna finish selling these, and then we'll wrap it up. Okay, got myself a little bit of money now, and I'll tell you, we're just gonna save it right here. Save over this. So, yeah, let me. Oh, the camera's so big. All right. Just a second. There you go. And so yeah, I'll just kind of hang out and talk with you guys for a second. So let's see here. So yes, so after we end our stream, just YouTube search Skyrim 2012, watch it. Absolutely hilarious, especially if you started playing Skyrim like when it launched. It's gonna bring back a lot of feels. Really, really great. But it was fantastic. I'm going to try to reach out to those guys and see if they want to do like any kind of collaboration with Starfield. They are both in like legitimately like the film industry now. I think one's like a Emmy award winning editor, and one is like a VFX artist or something like that. But they're great. Yeah, awesome. Matthew, thanks for tuning in again. Anybody have any questions for me or anything they want to share about the channel, any feedback for the channel or feedback for the stream before we hop off? Broke Citizen said, what career path do you think you'll take? So I know one of my first traits is definitely going to be the wanted trait, because that seems so interesting to me, just to always kind of have that, a little bit of that kind of fear, like looking over your shoulder dynamic. If you're starting to plan some sort of stealth infiltration into a camp or a building, you're about to go in, and then all of a sudden this big warship comes out of nowhere and they start attacking you, just ruins your whole plans. That sounds so freaking fun to me. So I definitely know that. I don't know about, I'll definitely get into the outpost building and setting up trade routes and all that stuff. Absolutely. Thank you guys for, went smooth this time. Thanks, Zeke. Other than that signal issue with the TV, right? Yeah. And you know what? That's just, I think unfortunately that's just something like with this TV or with this capture card that I'm just going to have to live with, because it's like one of those things like, oh, it's, it just messes up and then you fix it and it's fine. I hate it, but maybe if the streams get popular enough and start make a little bit of money, I can get a better capture card with it. See, nothing to add. Digging the channel. Thank you. Keep at it. Don't let it overwhelm you. Thank you. I appreciate it, guys. Wanted will be your last trait. Cool. Probably going to do space trucking and drug smuggling in Starfield. That seems really cool as well. Kind of that, space smuggler. Absolutely. Well, I am going to head out. I'll keep the stream up just for a few minutes on kind of an ending screen if you guys want to hang out in the chat or talk, do anything like that. But thank you so much for tuning in. I'm also going to, I kind of forget that I can do this, but I'm going to trigger an ad after I sign off. And so if you guys want to kind of stay on the chat, watch through that, that'll help me out a little bit. But I don't know. It seems weird to like click that add button. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot I can do that. Anyway, just helping me make a little bit of money to make these streams work out, kind of testing all this stuff. But I appreciate you guys. Thanks for joining and hanging out. Thank you for the people who subbed. For now, may you find wonder as you journey through the stars. Peace, guys. Have a good one.